Welcome to ASAP Screen Printing. Without your help, we would not have been here. It's been 30 wonderful years. This is Jonathan. He's our computer guru. He's graphic artist. He's customer representative when you call or email. 99% of the time, he's the one that takes your order or answers your graphic arts questions or price for your printing. Jonathan single-handedly made that new website. It's a beautiful website, and he takes your graphic arts, if you have made it or if you are imagining something, he will make your imagination into an art for putting it on t-shirts or whatever material you would like to print. This is David. David, in case of having Spanish speaking people ordering, David will take the order. He's been with us for more than 10 years. He's the master of silk screening, from deciding what screen mesh to take, mixing ink, and final product production is in his hands. We have our equipment that we work with, state-of-the-art Canon color copiers. We have 2 of them. We have our black and white copier over here. Occasionally, when artworks are difficult to work with, Jonathan will utilize the Macintosh, which is a lot better in handling artwork. So the graphics will come out better on Mac, and he utilizes this for doing that. So the way our t-shirt printing, basically our silk screen printing, is done, customer has given this to Jonathan. This is a 2-color job. Jonathan gets this and separates the 2 colors. Both colors, as you see, are different now, but when he makes these 2 colors come out of the positive filmmaker, the Epson printer, both of them become 2 pieces and both are black ink. It is from this positive film, these 2 positive film, that David will bring the 2 positive film in here on our screen burner. These 2 become 2 pieces of stencils. They are burned here. The black part remains on the screen and everything else is closed. Same for the blue. So this is 2 pieces, and this is what we want to get result. Once that's done, David puts the ink in and he prints 1 color with the blue. Now notice, this is how originally it was, and this is how it will look once it's on the material. Then he flash dries this, which means with that small dryer he will cure that ink so it doesn't stick or it doesn't get flattened when he puts the second color. That takes a few seconds. Then once that's done, David will put the black to create this thing. Now notice the blue is dry somewhat, the black goes on it, and the result is exactly what Jonathan had provided, which means what customer had provided. And from here the job goes into the infrared dryer. It's a tunnel that goes through 700 degree Fahrenheit heat, And once it's out from the other end of the heater, the job is completed. And that completes a 2-color job which Jonathan created and David printed. This same style of printing applies to 4-color jobs or 6-color job, as this legacy machine is capable of doing. We have done many 4-color jobs, 5-color jobs, and these are all done to specification of the customer need. Sometimes customers want very specific color ink, which David mixes, and to their satisfaction, show it to customer and they approve. This is where we do transfers. Photo transfer is a process for putting numbers or sometimes artwork that customer desires, not necessarily ink, but a transfer, which is nothing but a piece of film. The design is on a film. The film goes on the material and the material gets covered. This piece of paper has come off already and it gets heated with 300-degree heat. Once it's done, it's taken off and the material is now transferred onto the shirt. This process also is for numbers, vinyl numbers, 6-inch, 8-inch numbers for teams. We also do transfers for jobs that they are a temporary thing, something that is just one-time use for bachelor parties or birthday parties, somebody who has forgotten Christmas gift. We do a transfer of an image and a word, put it on pillowcase, put it on bag or t-shirt or whatever the material customer has chosen. And those are generally numbers between 1 and 6 because t-shirt printing, silk screening is always for larger quantities. Our minimum is 12 pieces. Our Ryobi 3302, it is a 2-tower press, and these 2-tower press, the reason they call it 2-tower is because it has one unit with its own blanket and the second unit with its own blanket. And this device can do 4-color process. And the way we do this is burning the same exact way as stencil that we use for silk screening. In case of offset printing, we use negative film. We put the negative film onto a metal plate, which the whole thing is green. We take that metal plate and bring it into our plate burner, and this is where it gets developed. Once this image comes on the metal plate, will go on the press, gets printed, and the job is done. This is where most of my invoice writing, check writings are done. It's decorated by my children. Both are graduated from college. And my most inspirational person, Muhammad Ali, whom I shook hand and Washington Post wrote an article about. He is the reason I have worked so hard, and he's the reason my kids are next to him. I'm hoping that the inspiration spills over. Well, thank you very much for your support for the past 30 years, and I sincerely hope that you keep supporting us, because these guys will be here for as long as your service is needed. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.